Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Daphne St. Clair Ferguson, and I'm with some of the team of Orbit. This is so exciting. If you could introduce yourselves to our little camera audience over there and give us a little bit about your role on the show.
Hi, my name is Sarini Kumarasinghe. I'm the playwright and director of Orbit.
Hey, my name is Ivy Miller. I play Ro, a window washer lost in space.
Hi, I'm Will. I play the agent, and I'm kind of like an intergalactic customer service agent.
Very cool. Now, window washer in space, intergalactic customer service. What is this show about?
This show is about a woman named Ro that finds herself trapped on a space shuttle on her daily commute home. And without any sort of reception, anyone that she can contact, the only person she can reach out to for help is a bitter, underpaid customer service agent. Played by you.
Yeah.
Now, is that an easy role to play? Do you find you're bitter in everyday life? What's that like?
Well, let me answer this separately. I don't think I'm bitter in everyday life, but I would say that it's super relatable. Like, I think there's a lot of things that if anyone's ever been stuck on a phone tree line with a customer service agent, like, I think it's probably super relatable for you, but also it is maddening if you've ever worked in a job where people scream at you on a daily basis, of which I've worked a couple of those. So I can relate, although I'd like to think I'm more optimistic than the agent is.
Right. And we are looking for some optimism here. So tell me a little bit about the inspiration for this show. Is there a terrible customer service experience that has happened that's inspired it? What's going on here?
Okay, on the more dour note, it really was inspired by, like, immigration struggles that people in my family had. But from the customer service angle, it was really inspired by, I don't know if I ever told you two about this. I did. Yeah. One of the most profound calls I've ever had in my life was with an unnamed company's customer service representative. I'm not giving them a shout out.
I don't deserve it.
No, of course not. No. But that one customer service agent, like, truly changed my life in 40 minutes. So I wrote a play about it.
40 minutes to change your life.
I know.
It's that easy, eh?
It's that easy.
So talk to me a little bit about this immigration story. How does a phone call, like, create that dissonance that maybe we're looking for, or what is that like?
I think the thing about a phone call is that so much of our relationships with people, I think, are really built upon the fact that we can see them. And as soon as you can see them, like, you can connect with them in a different way. And then a phone call kind of strips that away from you. And I was just really inspired by the way we have this, like, whole new wave of immigrants coming in, but it almost feels like a super separate world. Like, they're just two communities coexisting, but not really, like, connecting. Right. In the same way of, like, you're just not looking at the people here. How do you connect with someone without, like, having the ease of everyday interaction to support that? Yeah.
Wonderful. And I ask everyone this question, what is Canadian theatre? And we're talking about immigration stories. Many people say that that is a part of the Canadian theatre landscape. So how does Orbit fit into the Canadian theatre landscape? What is Canadian theatre to you?
Ooh, what an interesting question. Canadian theater, I think that so much of, like, any sort of theater is, like, all of the themes, all of the messaging is so rooted in something real and everyday. Like, we have this play that's set in space, but it is so Toronto right now. And I think Canadian theater, I have seen, like, over and over again, these very, like, personal, recognizable, like, messaging put in unique, interesting worlds. And I think that's, like, a really beautiful thing that I keep seeing. And I think Orbit is riding a wave and also, like, riding as far as we can. We're just, like, going to one extreme of it to explore it that way. What do you guys think?
I love taking in Canadian theatre. I don't participate in it as much. This is, like, my first play in years that I've actually been in, but I love watching theater, and Canadian theater to me always incorporates a lot of everyday life and everyday people, but, like, there's such a mosaic of stories, and just it really finds like the heart of just what life is like for everyone, and not just, you know, like royalty or something like that. I don't know. No shade to Shakespeare.
No shade to Shakespeare, please.
Right.
I'm gonna say, no, I like him. He's okay. No, I think the one thing that's really great about Canadian theatre too is not always, but I think often there's a nice interdisciplinary element. Like I think there's so many types of theatre in Canada as opposed to just seeing like proscenium all the time. And I do think that one of these things that's really great about this show is it works in a certain amount of genre work and like projection and sound. Like that's a part of what we're playing with, as opposed to presenting something that's like ultra naturalist. We've got kind of both ends at the same time, which is neat. But I like how much Canadian theatre can play with like form and genre as well. It's a big part of what I love about Canadian theatre.
Very cool. Speaking of the intersection of form and genre, how does science and theater relate to one another? Because I believe we are exploring this within this show in some way or another.
Yeah, I think we've taken like a very Black Mirror-ish approach with this one. Really just like the problems that we're talking about in Orbit are so close to home that it's almost like hard to see them because they're like right up against you. Right. And so we wanted to use like the science fiction of it to make everything feel so unfamiliar at once, so that when you leave it, you start placing connections that otherwise you might have just missed, that are just sitting in your like peripheral.
I see.
Does that make sense? You guys want to add something to that?
Just like it's a bit of a Trojan horse, right? Yeah. Like there's something hidden inside, I think, and fantasy and sci-fi does that really well.
No. Okay.
And now I have to ask, which one of you has the degree in astrophysics?
How'd you know?
I could tell. So talk to me about the research of that.
Shout out to our publicist.
So I got this thing actually called, it was all Sarini.
Oh, it was all Daphne.
I have a degree in astrophysics, everyone. I am so excited to announce that. You guys can come see my graduation ceremony at the end of June. I cannot wait. This is so exciting. But seriously, talk to me about the research of this project. How did you go about learning all about intergalactic space travel?
So interestingly about that, like, I think the worlds that we've created are so inspired by a lot of sci-fi that I grew up watching, but also I felt no need to like stick to any pre-existing world.
Right.
I do think like we have our own idea of what these worlds look like, and we have our own little maps that we play with, but I totally imagine like different people in the audience are going to visualize this world very differently. And if anything, like we're so excited by that because there is a lot of conversation about what does the future look like. Here are elements that you're probably going to recognize, and then there are elements that sound very strange and otherworldly, and connecting those two is something I really hope the audience has fun with.
I love that. Talk to me a bit about what you want your future to look like. What are audiences going to take away from this story that maybe will inspire their future?
My God, empathy. I hope. Wow, crazy concept.
That is huge.
I think it's about two people that start off in like such different worlds and don't have any sort of like understanding of how the other person lives, and through a very difficult like medium of connection are learning to like break through that and try to understand someone. And I really hope that becomes something that audiences are like more compelled to do. We just want connection. Do you guys want to add to that?
I would like a flying car.
Oh, we're just talking about things we want? Jetpacks,
For the future.
world peace. Can we get world peace? World peace, is that allowed? It's on the phone? Yeah. Okay, world peace, we would like to have that and you in our lives. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Daphne.
So we have empathy, a flying car, and then world peace.
I mean, look, I don't know if the show offers that, but I do think that the show offers an encouragement to take that like leap of faith in your life, right? To try something that maybe you've been daunted by, or something that's been kind of nagging away at you, like to just kind of give it a try and see what happens. And I'm not going to say how and why, but I hope that's a takeaway for people.
Wonderful. And so I have to ask, because I'm curious about technology and things like that. What do you think AI is doing to the arts? And is there an element of that in this show that people can expect? I mean, I feel like I see sci-fi and that's what I'm thinking. Black Mirror, that's what I'm thinking. Or is this just about the connection between two people?
There are elements, like, we don't ever say AI in the play, but there is the discussion. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Nobody
and also, like, there is a discussion of people being replaced, and in this just like future world where you just you can't interact with people that much, because most of the time it's not a person on the other end. So we do have a little bit of that discussion. I would not say like it's a predominant theme throughout the play. Would you guys agree with that?
No, I think it's not.
I would say it relates to a more predominant theme of how much people matter and the value of a person, whether that is in immigration stories or AI.
Yeah, there is some optimization, I think, that occurs. So we recognize that there are some humans required to do certain jobs. And I also think, just as a small soapbox to advocate for theater, theater, I think, is the one art form that cannot be replaced by AI. There's other things that might try to do that, and I think, hopefully, the rise of that, whether we can stop it or not, will bring a lot of people to the theater. So if you're afraid of AI, please come see the theater. There's no AI in our show.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, actually, going back to your point, like, regarding AI in the arts, like, people matter, and like people's perspectives and everything. Like, we have a wonderful team, and everyone has brought so much to the show, and that cannot be replaced by anything. Thank you very much.
And we're off the soapbox, but we're getting back on, because I'd like to hear how you folks create this connection between these two characters, and how we build empathy and making sure that people understand that their stories matter when they're sitting here watching the two of you up there.
I mean, Sarini made it really easy with an amazing script. I mean, I remember reading it for the first time. The character was, I mean, I can speak for my character only, was just full, like, flesh and bone almost, like, right there. So there wasn't much work on my part to do. It was very easy to just, slip into her shoes and be Ro. In terms of connecting to the parts of Ro that I'm not as familiar with, I mean, Ro's actually a very relatable person, She's got her flaws, and she's got her mistakes, and she's got her regrets, but she's also got a lot of hope, and she's got a bit of optimism, and she cares about people, and she wants to care about people, which I think is also a major key to caring about people.
I know this sounds kind of counterintuitive to what you asked about how they connect and how they empathize, but I think the fact that they are opposites actually forces them to encounter with each other a lot. So I like that the characters have like a lot of antithesis in terms of like what they want in life, their jobs, what they need. And I think because that's kind of like baked into the conflict, it's not something we have to force. I think it's just something that we get to experience. But just stylistically, with the way that the show is structured, I think it's listening and trying to really connect with each other, even though we're in kind of two different worlds, which is a challenge, but it's fun. I'm done with this now.
So in two different, how are you creating two different worlds? Is this through projection? I know you brought that up. What is that creative side like to show the audience the two different worlds we see in one room?
So we're actually doing a completely like split stage with Ro in her space shuttle on one side and the agent in the office on the other. And they are interacting in a way where they cannot see one another, which has been like a very fun and interesting challenge. There's no actual like physical divider between them, but we have created like a very clear, I hope, defining line. And you can see like through the interaction that hopefully they are not in the same space. It's fun and exciting and hopefully weird and cool.
Wonderful. So if you use your brain, you will be able to understand that they are in two separate spaces. Do not panic. They've made it clear. All right. I'm asking everyone this question this year, but where's your money going?
Whoa. What money? Okay.
We have it.
Our money, like, we're really trying hard. Anyone follows me on Instagram, you know that I have been trying hard to get people to come. We're just doing like fundraising events and doing what we can to earn money specifically so that we can get to our very first show cleared of any debts so that all of the profits from ticket sales can go to purely like paying everyone on the team. We are trying so hard to just like in theater, like getting paid a fair wage feels like almost mythical, but we are trying really hard to get people paid what they are worth. That's where the money's going.
So please buy tickets.
So truly, yeah.
Please buy tickets because, I mean, getting paid as an artist does seem like science fiction, I guess, at the end of the day. It's a bit freaky. Now, is there anything else you think our audiences should know about this show, about the process, something you're dying to share?
Okay.
Silence.
I think we just have put like a lot of love and care into it. I think we started with a script that we were working off of, but I really mean it when I say like every member of the team has brought something to the show that I think has fundamentally changed it. Like from both of your performances and like I think at this point like you guys know the characters so much better than I do, and it's so interesting when we stop a rehearsal and you're like, I wouldn't do that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then also everyone on the design team, like the world is so impacted by all of our perspectives. And I think that that's really beautiful for this show, especially because it's like we are trying to talk about the world that we live in and the world that we want to see. So that's really exciting. Other than that, yeah, our first show is July 2nd. It's a preview, which means tickets are cheaper. So please come and check it out.
Wonderful. Anything from the two of you?
She got it.
Nah, we've got it covered over here. Now, I have one final question for you. Okay, our solar system orbits the center of the galaxy at about 515,000 miles per hour. How long does it take to complete one orbit around the galactic center?
Do you want to take that?
Okay, say it again and then I'll guess. It's going to be so wrong.
Our solar system orbits the center of the galaxy at about 515,000 miles per hour.
Uh-huh.
How long does it take to complete one orbit around the galactic center?
Oh my god, I don't know. A nanozorp? What are we putting it? 17 nanozorps, Daphne.
It is 17 nanozorps.
Oh my god.
That's from NASA.
Yeah. I didn't tell you about my astrophysics degree.
The secret astrophysics is right here, hiding in plain sight. No, that's incorrect.
It's no nanozorps at all.
There actually are no nanozorps involved at all.
I should say as well, I do not have a degree in astrophysics.
That's okay, I do.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
It's all right, I've got it covered. I told you my graduation's coming up. It is actually about 230 million years, one orbit. Close. You were close. Very close. So, folks, we can learn all this stuff together. So come see Orbit. You guys are at Factory Theatre Studio Space, correct? July 2nd to 11th. Wonderful. Come check them out. Let's learn about empathy, flying cars, and world peace. Damn it. I cannot wait. This has been so much fun chatting with you folks. I hope that You've shared all you wanted to share, and if not, come to the Fringe patio, I suppose, and chat with folks around there. Wonderful. This is Daphne St. Clair Ferguson signing off.